We always have a choice of what we decide to run through our mind. If we're ruminating, dwelling on the past, which is already gone, torturing ourselves with negative, obsessive, scary thoughts, we are feeding the vicious cycle of ants' feelings and thoughts. You have control. Exert this control using the method, technique, and/or strategy which is strongest for you at this time. Throw a few strategies together and sing at the same time. Do anything except give in to ants' thinking. Ants can never tell the truth. They are always liars. They are an amalgamation of your old thinking. Don't go down that road again. Don't head back down that nasty pathway. Turn your back on those old pathways and move forward with peaceful determination. Decide to choose peace, calmness, clarity, strength, power, and truth. Do not believe lying ants' thoughts or feelings. Believe in the truth. Believe in your present and your future. Ants die when you don't pay attention to them. Kill a few every day, and they can't keep springing back to life. That is a good review of how to keep yourself moving forward and stay away from ants' thinking and feeling. Now let's turn our attention to another issue that is very important for some people with social anxiety and less important for others. Again, you will have to make this judgment concerning yourself. But listen to this next segment before you decide you don't need it. Another problem that is caused by social anxiety is the feeling that we must be perfect, or the job we're doing must be perfect, or else that proves we are deficient people. Sometimes perfectionism is caused by the fear that people will not like us if we aren't perfect, and sometimes it is caused by the need for outside approval. In either case, perfectionism is not a good habit to continue. We need to recognize it when our thoughts become rigid and perfectionistic, and then we need to learn how and why to stop perfectionistic behavior. We are only humans, and all humans make mistakes. If you are trying to be perfect, you will be trying forever, and you will never achieve your goal, thus guaranteeing you will be one unhappy, discontented individual. Why should we set ourselves up for failure like this? Isn't it much more rational to believe the truth? That we are all imperfect and sometimes we make mistakes. And aren't we entitled to make mistakes? Every other human being is, so why aren't you? We must allow ourselves to be human, to make mistakes, and realize this is just a part of normal human existence. No one is perfect, and it only brings on stress and anxiety when someone falls into the perfectionistic trap. The next handout is called Stay Away from Perfectionism and Pressure. Follow along with me as I read this to you. Stay away from perfectionism and pressure. I don't need to be perfect. I won't expect that of myself any longer. No one can be perfect, and besides, there is no perfect way of doing anything. If I'm not doing something as well as I'd like, I will rationally and calmly accept it. By trying harder and pressuring myself to do more things in a precise and perfect way, I only make myself more miserable, and I will actually hurt my performance. I will do what I need to do and realize there is no perfect way to do it. I accept this calmly, even if I have anxiety or I don't understand something. There is no need to be perfect. I won't expect that of myself any longer. There is pressure in a situation if I put it on myself. Nothing is that important. It's all small stuff. If others disapprove, who cares? There is no pressure because I no longer allow it. There is no one right way to do things. There is no pressure because there is nothing I have to do in a given situation. I can do whatever I want. I can accept it if someone judges me to be nervous. Therefore, there is no pressure. There is no need to be perfect, no precise way to do things. Since there is not a precise way to do things, there is no pressure. There is no pressure because I can do whatever I want. There is nothing I have to do. There is no exact right thing to do anyway. There is no pressure because I can handle the consequences of my actions. There is no pressure because other people's opinions do not determine how I feel about myself, or whether I am a worthy human being. There is no pressure because I don't have to be perfect. I won't expect that of myself any longer. I put a great deal of pressure on myself when I analyze every situation for the perfect way to do it. But I remember, analysis equals paralysis. When I feel pressured, I'll stop the thinking and start the doing. There is no universally perfect way of doing anything, so whatever I do will be acceptable. If after doing something I think I could have done a better job, I'm going to say to myself, well, I learned something here, and this knowledge will help me do a better job next time. It's okay. I don't need to be perfect. I am satisfied with my efforts. My self-esteem is not determined by how I perform at a certain task, or whether others judge me as being intelligent, competent, interesting, or good-looking. There is no pressure because I accept it when someone judges me to be anxious. If someone judges me as a failure in a certain regard, I accept this too, because I don't need their approval to sustain my self-esteem. My opinion concerning the value of my work is more important than others' opinions. My belief about whether my attitude is good is more important than anyone else's. My comfort with how I carry myself and what I do is more important than anyone else's. And there is no pressure, because as a human being, I have the right not to justify to others what I do. Even when the perfectionism monster hits, this doesn't mean that I am a less valuable person, or that I should feel ashamed. I have some more progress to make, but I will keep using the methods I am learning with cool, calm, confident, peaceful determination. I will do things for my own enjoyment and growth, and not for other people. Thus there is no pressure, because if other people look down on my performance, looks, or the way I conduct myself, I can still be happy because I am doing things for my own personal satisfaction, not for other people's. I have the right as a human being to say, I don't know,